Well, I'm Beth, and today I'm excited to share my experience of being a vendor at the London Comic-Con Winter SmartDoll Outpost. We were invited to be vendors after meeting Danny at London Comic-Con in the summer. This is my first time selling SmartDoll items at an event like this, so I had quite a lot of work to do to create stock to sell. Hopefully you saw Ellie and the zombie clicker in our recent Last of Us video. They would definitely be joining us at our table. My husband Craig got busy 3D printing more of his SmartDoll helmets. I got busy dyeing my hair and sanding them down. I decided to whip up some prototypes for a new design I had been plotting out in my sketchbook. It's a kind of cyber shorts and skirt piece inspired by a manga character. In the same theme, I managed to put together another pair of my cyber trousers, this time in pinstripe and purple, a combination I really liked. I also brought my first pair to sell too. There seemed to be a lot of interest in my recent medieval Renaissance dress, so I worked on finishing off the paper pattern and streamlining the assembly process. In addition to those items, we also brought different colours and designs of the miniature SmartDoll tote bags, some of our 3D printed wall mounts for SmartDoll heads, a few different colours of my own conduit skirt design for pair. I brought some shoes and lots of other bits and bobs as well. So after weeks of steady preparation, we packed up and took the train down to London. The journey was uneventful aside from a near 2-hour delay right at the end, which sadly prevented us from visiting the venue on Friday evening ahead of the convention. We did meet up with our hotel mates, Alex and Barb from Enchanterium, and had dinner together before the big day. In a flurry of activity, each vendor set about stocking up their section of table. We had an hour to prepare and got this nice picture together before we opened to the public. There was then a steady build-up of visitors and customers throughout the day. In the middle of our stretch of tables was SmartDoll HQ, with 2 6-foot tables back to back, with a stage and space for people to bring their own dolls to display. In the last couple of days before the convention, Danny surprised Enchanterium and ourselves with a sneak peek at the Cortex 2 chest plate file. We were invited to make any modifications we could dream up if we had time before the convention. Craig managed to add some fun details and print some out, and at the convention Danny installed magnets and attached it to his Battle Angel Alita, who had a fantastic light show and boot-up display inside her torso. Enchanterium did even better and managed to install an infinity light inside their chest piece. The colour serendipitously matched those of Danny's display as well. Both of the Cortex dolls on display looked incredible, and I know we're not alone in being super excited for all the customization potential that they will bring when released. I was blown away, as always, by all the different cosplay and costumes worn by attendees, and managed to get a picture of Ellie with our Ellie, and Jinx with Enchantarium's Vi. There were lots of wonderful visitors to the Outpost throughout the day, and I was delighted to sell more than I was expecting to as well. I thought it was just so fantastic that some of the people who bought our miniature tote bags had them signed by Danny, just like with the full-sized bags. There were some hijinks around the convention, such as a parade of Monty Python Knights, and Danny's extra special magic trick.
It was a magic trick shop, and so what's that? And the lights weren't on. They said, yeah, it's got this red light on it, and he said, let's have a look.
There were 10 vendors in total, and from left to right were Hanafubuki dolls with a fantastic display and some amazing face-ups for sale. This one in particular caught my eye. Look at those delicate white eyelashes. They also had manicured hands available. This set was amazing but already spoken for. Next to them was the talented Michaela Frost, who brought along her gorgeous green and yellow skinned SmartDolls, amongst others displaying her impeccable sewing. She also had some fantastic 3D printed items too. Next was Sarah from Octopudding, with all of her crocheted delights. She had a fantastic selection of accessories, all made with such talent. Next we have SmartDoll Boutique UK, whose stand was bulging with a tremendous selection of clothing and accessories. They even had binders showing additional items that couldn't fit. Incredible. My table neighbours Enchantarium were next in line, with a beautiful display for their first time selling in person. Everyone was blown away to see that they brought their SmartDoll Vi from Arcane. Please make sure to watch their video on her, because they did an amazing job, especially on all the tiny parts and the electronics inside her gloves. They also brought along Pyro and Lady Devimon to display, as well as a selection of painted and blank heads and parts, keyrings and stickers. My husband and I were next in line, with Ellie and our huge clicker zombie on display. I brought and sold some extra Evolve bodies that I had, as well as the helmets, busts and lots of clothing and accessories. Next to us was SmartDoll HQ. They brought, I think, 9 SmartDolls to display, showing some of the medical supplies that they make, including the amazing new wheelchair. Others were dressed in cosplay, like their beautiful Jinx, whose boots are just incredible, the Fallout Vault suit with its breathtaking pin tucks and leather accessories, Ghostbusters Zedmore with some really fun little details too, and the Aliens jumpsuit with a fantastic 3D printed rifle. Over the course of the weekend, lots of additional SmartDolls joined the HQ table. Some came with attendees and some belonged to other vendors. The next vendor in line was Dollypath, with some beautiful clothing and accessories for sale, as well as a display portfolio. Their neighbour was Kawaii Core Dolls, with another bulging display chock full of cosy and festive items. Next along, with some fantastic SmartDoll models and clothing, was Carmy Cat. She also had some brilliant 3D printed accessories. Last but not least was Moyashi Doll, with an exquisite selection of garments and accessories, especially the cozy boots. Craig and I were interviewed for this YouTube channel. Feel free to check them out. And both Enchantarium and myself were filmed by this channel, so check them out to see if it's been released yet. After a very long day on our feet, Danny, Jay and Alphon took us all out for dinner at a fantastic Malaysian restaurant. We hopped on a bus and made our way to Med Saleh. The starters were fantastic and so varied. The company and the food was, of course, incredible. I sat next to Danny and he took a picture of my curry laksa noodles and joked that he'd pretend it was his dinner because it looked so good, and it was. The meal ended with a spectacular dessert, which I sadly failed to record properly. There was dry ice below a mountain of shaved ice with red beans and grass jelly pieces. Hot caramel was poured over the top, making everything melt down. We got one last group shot outside, then headed back to the hotel. Sunday was definitely a quieter day for the convention, and I was able to roam about a little more. I could see the whole outpost from the upper floor. We still had lots of wonderful visitors throughout the day and opportunities to take more pictures together. We simply had an amazing time, and I want to thank Danny, Jay and Alphon for all that they did to bring us all together. It was such a bonding experience for all the vendors, and I know we're all looking forward to being able to do it again. So after packing everything up and saying goodbye to London Comic Con, and having one last dinner with Alex and Barb, I set off back home. To wrap things up, let's have a quick look at my goodies and mementos from the Outpost. Enchantarium had a cute Instax camera they were using to take pictures with everyone, so I got these. And the only things I bought from the rest of the Comic Con were these Gato and Gojo stickers. Some of the vendors generously handed out sweeties and goodies to everyone, and if I have some of these mixed up, I do apologise. I think these delicious Oreo bites came from Hanafubuki Dolls. As you can see, they're almost gone already. From Michaela Frost, I purchased this fantastic resin bottle of Nuka-Cola, which has actual liquid inside. And also on theme, this distressed Nuka-Cola t-shirt and these resin printed wings with magnets to attach to your SmartDoll. From Sarah at Octo Pudding are these two goodie bags, one for me, one for my husband. She's given us stickers, snacks, and this beautifully crocheted SmartDoll hat. We each received slightly different items, and I'll trade Craig my snack for his hat, since he doesn't have his own SmartDoll yet. I received this gorgeous hair clip from SmartDoll Boutique UK, and I think they also gave me this little goodie bag of hair, bands and accessories. Aren't they just perfectly scaled? So cute. From Enchantarium, who had these brilliant postcards available, I received these star sign stickers, one for each of us, Aquarius for me. I bought one of their 3D printed masks made using a flexible resin. It will cleverly attach to the neck peg under the head to be held on securely. They also gifted everyone some Polish sweeties, and Barb brought me this special item all the way back from Japan. An absolutely exquisite pair of thread snips. I'm really looking forward to using these. Thank you, Barb. From Dollypath, I have some love hearts, a party popper, and something else inside. Oh, that's perfect. I absolutely love this kind of scented candle in the colder months. It smells wonderful and will be much appreciated, thank you. From Kawaii Core Dolls, I have this lovely little SmartDoll necklace. So precious and perfectly sized, thank you so much. From Carmy Cat, I bought these 3D printed headphones, which I snatched up as soon as I spotted them. They're so cute and I love the colours. I can't wait to get them on somebody. And finally, from Moyashi Dolls, another generous gift of snacks from Germany, inside one of her very high-class bags with her lovely Sprout logo. Delicious. Well, there we have it. Another fairly restrained haul from the Outpost. Thank you once again to everybody who was there, the SmartDoll team, the other vendors and their helpers, and everyone who came to visit us or wished us well online. The SmartDoll team went on to visit Finland after London, and they were a little worried that it might be too early for snow. Fortunately, there was plenty of snow there for them, and they got to see the Northern Lights too. In Scotland, we had a whole week of heavy snow, with schools closed as well. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and will leave a comment below letting me know what was your favourite thing that you saw at the Outpost. Stay cozy, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye!